Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Ryan Garcia proves his innocence. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And according to Mike Coppinger and ESPN, Ryan Garcia's B sample came back and it was positive for ostarine, which makes perfect sense and is in alignment with a contaminated substance. And this is what I mean. We all know that if you get a contaminated substance, your A and B sample will literally be the exact same. It's not a lab mistake. It's not a mistake on the part of VADA. It was simply a contaminated substance. Not only that, you've seen Ryan Garcia's attorney, Darren Chavez, states that, they're working with the New York State Athletic Commission to absolve Ryan Garcia of any wrongdoing. And that's what they're looking to do. Why are they looking to do that? Because Ryan Garcia took a hair follicle test. A nail sample was also produced, and combined with negative hair and nail samples, Ryan Garcia showed that he had no ostarine in his body. So what that means is when you take a hair and nail sample, that means you would have had long-term exposure from ostarine. That means he would have gotten some performance enhancing benefit against Devin Haney. But it was not found in his hair. It was not found in his nails. There was only 1/1,000,000th of a gram found in his system, which is extremely low. To get any benefit from ostarine, you need an enormous amount of ostarine, and it needs to be there over a long period of time. If it is not in your hair, if it is not in your nails, then that means you have not been taking this a long period of time. You look at all of the other tests that Ryan Garcia did. They came back negative. Only the day of the fight and the day before did he pop for ostarine, which is consistent with the contaminated substance. No other drug test prior leading up to that showed that he was dirty for anything, especially ostarine. So at the end of the day, why would Ryan Garcia be penalized when he had no benefit of ostarine in his system? So the ass whooping that Devin Haney took, Ryan Garcia had no benefit from any other substance in his body. That was 100% legal ass whooping he put on Devin Haney. Let me just break it down. According to Jake Donovan and Golden Boy Boxing, he states the fact that ostarine wasn't present in Ryan Garcia's hair and nail samples, combined with the multiple negative tests in the run-up to the victory over Devin Haney, conclusively proved that he received no benefit from any PED. That supplement contamination is the likely culprit of his adverse VADA test. As noted, when the initial tests emerged, we believe Ryan, and we continue to today. So you see, Ryan Garcia has already taken all the steps to show that, hey, I have not been exposed to long-term ostarine. He hasn't, because it would have been in his hair. It would have been in his nails, and he would have popped dirty for multiple other tests. But he never popped dirty. It wasn't in his hair. It wasn't in his nails, not in his body. Ostarine doesn't just leave your body like that. So at the end of the day, we see that Ryan Garcia had zero intention to cheat, which is the standard that the New York State Athletic Commission needs to rule in his favor. Ryan Garcia is innocent, folks. I mean, look at it like this. Victor Conti states that the burden of proof is all on Ryan Garcia to prove where he got the exposure of ostarine. The strict liability rule requires him to prove that there was no intent to cheat. And if he's unable to do so, then I believe he'll be fined and suspended by NASIC. Now, listen to what he's saying. He's not saying the victory will be overturned or made to a no contest. He said will be fined and suspended. Why would he be fined and suspended and not overturned? Simply because Ryan Garcia received no benefit from any PED. So the ass whooping he put on Devin Haney was legitimate. It was real. He wasn't juiced to the gills. You don't take a PED on today and then I get benefits today and tomorrow. That's not how it works. You need weeks and weeks and weeks of buildup for you to receive any benefit. See, let me break it down for you. Ryan Garcia does need to prove exactly where he got this contaminated substance and from which, supplement that he got it from. That will vindicate him 100%. But at this point, he's still vindicated, but to a less degree, for the point is, Ryan Garcia has already proved that he had no intent to cheat by submitting a hair follicle test, and the fact that it came back negative for ostarine shows that there was no long-term ostarine use in his body. Ryan Garcia is innocent, folks, whether you like it or not.